Welcome back to On Point. We promised we'd switch gears, and we are. We're going to talk about all of that action that's going on in downtown Columbia.
Lots of it.
Particularly with downtown living. Shayla Riley is here with us as well. Shayla, we had you on before when you were with another development, but you're now doing the Land Bank Lofts downtown. It's such an exciting project because the building is so prominent.
Absolutely.
First, let's talk about the building itself, the historic nature of the building, and why we wanted to feature this place, because we think a lot of people want to know about it.
Well, a lot of people may have already know about it and just don't know what it was. It was built in 1922. It's the old Federal Land Bank building, the AG First building on the corner of Marion and Hampton Street. It's home to the famous Tunnel Vision mural. A lot of people pass by it and may see it. The blue sky painting. Where it looks like you're driving off into the horizon on a building side. That's the 1922 side of the building. And then there's also an additional tower that was built in 1934. The building itself made out of granite, so very beautiful building. Looks a lot like part of the State House, actually. If you were to walk past it, you would know that it was something very important in the past. So also the Federal Land Bank is also the home of that large fire hydrant.
That's right.
That you see there. So that was also by Blue Sky as well.
That's right.
Very beautiful building, and it's going to be home to 114 units of studios, 1 bedrooms, and 2 bedrooms.
Brian, I was interested in this because I've always been interested in downtown living, and it's my dream to eventually come downtown to live. And this particular building, though, is intended to. It's not student housing at all. No. So help me make the distinction there, because you guys have put so many amenities into it until you want to attract the discriminating customer.
Exactly.
You know, someone who's going to look at it and know they want this detail, that detail, this detail, that detail.
Absolutely. Well, we have 34 different floor plans. Usually when you go into a large property such as ours, they tend to be kind of monotonous in floor plans. Everything's kind of cookie cutter. This is truly unique. You can have a unit with a marble floor. You can have a unit with marble column. Or the next unit may have a vault door that's still intact and preserved as part of the wall landscape. So it's really quite beautiful.
Vault door.
Vault door.
And you see that as a bank vault.
Yes.
Because this was the Land Bank building.
This was the Land Bank building. So they
for the farmers.
Exactly. So they have a vault door. One side of one unit may get the handles, and the other side may get the gauges. So it's really, really quite unique. And when I'm showing these, and when we're touring them, we're showing them almost as if you're getting an elite condo, because it's not like you're getting just an apartment. So we actually changed the name from Land Bank Apartments to Lofts due to the unique nature of each individual unit. So very exclusive. The lobby itself will remind you walking into the Ritz-Carlton or the Waldorf Hotel. It's really beautiful. The marble walls and floors, as well as the highlighting and the original Otis elevators.
I think got some photos somewhere, because what you're describing is begging for some.
Right.
So go ahead and continue.
The original Otis elevators, those gold doors, they really shine through those French doors that come in, and you can see the natural light that's pours into the unit. That's one of the vault doors there.
There you go.
And that's in a 1-bedroom. So you would have that in your living room. Those are example shots of our model, where you can see we have 16-foot ceilings. Some of the units have 20-foot ceilings, depending on what floor you're on.
You say you hear a slight echo sometimes with some of the ones with the high ceiling.
You walk in, you see a high echo, but this is really a Manhattan-style Soho Art Deco living that is unseen
in downtown Columbia.
New
York in the South, she said.
New York in the South, exactly. So very beautiful. You can see that we have the Caesar stone countertops, which is one grade up from the granite. So very beautiful.
I don't think there's anything better than granite.
Exactly.
I'm kidding, but
the smoke and mirrors cabinetry that's throughout gives a really clean slate. So the aesthetic that we have is one that you can come in and really make it your own. And if you prefer to have something that is a little bit smaller, we have a studio apartment where we're located right across from Palmetto Health Baptist. Perfect for maybe the young resident relocating here. They sleep for 2 hours and go back to work. Perfect for them. And we can fully furnish everything down to the toothbrush.
Really?
Anything and everything you could possibly need is located right there in our building.
Well, so that we don't sound too much like a commercial here, I want to make sure that I talk about the fact that this is, you're having people come and do tours, and people are coming in buses to see what you have.
Exactly.
And why is that?
Well, the last bus tour that we had, they came from Augusta, Georgia, Charlotte, North Carolina, Greenville, North Carolina. They're looking to Columbia now to show them how to repurpose these large federal buildings that sit empty and just get passed by or dilapidated or get condemned. So now they're coming to us to kind of see, wow, what are they doing here in Columbia? What's the excitement? What's the buzz about Columbia downtown? So they're seeing our building from the outside looking like a very large canvas of art, to the inside now people can live inside and have living art. So it's beautiful.
We're going to go to break. You've recently begun working as a volunteer heading a committee.
Yes.
That I want to talk about, and it's a committee that kind of oversees the communications between the people that are coming into downtown Columbia. I think that's kind of neat. You guys stay tuned. We'll be right back. We're talking Land Bank Lofts. Shayla Riley, Brian and I are having a conversation with Shayla, rather, about Land Bank Lofts downtown. But there's a broader conversation about what's happening in downtown Columbia, and people are coming here. And one of the things, Brian, that Shayla mentioned to us going into the break is that she's doing tours from developers and others who are interested in doing the same kinds of things that are being done in Columbia. And why are you guys so special, Shayla?
What we are, we're the Alternative Housing Committee for the Apartment Association here, which is a new committee, something trying to incorporate all of the new properties. Anybody driving downtown can see all of this growth and boom, wondering where are these properties, what are they going to be? And a lot of them are bringing in staff and managers that are not from this area. We want to build a sense of community downtown, so it's one landscape. Alternative housing covers senior housing, student housing, as well as active adult housing downtown, as well as all over Columbia.
So you chair the
Alternative Housing Committee for the Apartment Association.
For the Apartment Association. So it's your business to get everybody talking.
Exactly.
So that the quality of life can be really good.
Exactly.
And also to let Brian and I know about these wonderful things that are happening downtown.
People are looking to downtown Columbia. They're looking at Land Bank Lofts. They're looking at the USC Law School, how they're designing it, the Darla Moore School of Business, how they're incorporating it into a landscape. We're very popular downtown for, even if it's a new building, it looks old. We keep the old brick style and those kind of things. But now we can actually use those old buildings, like Federal Land Bank, and turn it into a residential space. And then the people within those communities can kind of interact with each other. I compare it to going to like a resort where you can walk from one resort to the next. Try to make sure that we continue to build that sense of community downtown Columbia.
That's an amazing thing to hear, and a big win for city developers, city leaders who for years had to look elsewhere for a plan of how to do things, how to rebuild their main street, how to rebuild the downtown here.
Exactly.
Now you got people coming here.
Exactly.
And a lot of folks don't know about that. They may not even think about that.
Exactly. We had, like I said, Augusta, Georgia, Charlotte, all these other cities where you would think they already have it kind of together. But we look to them.
But what you're doing is you're taking a historic building, and every city has them, and repurposing it. And every city needs a plan for repurposing them because they're too valuable to us to tear down.
Exactly.
And so they end up sitting there empty.
Exactly. So making sure that we, as far as the committee is concerned, making sure that we can make sure that not only do students feel like they are part of the community, so when they matriculate out of school, they can also, okay, well, I'm not ready to leave Columbia. Where can I live? But I still want to be amongst the hubbub, all the bubbling downtown. That's a great thing, because if we don't build these things, we don't have land bank lofts and those things, they not only lose their heritage, but they lose a sense of home, and they want to make that home elsewhere. And I think Mayor Benjamin, his major plan, his whole platform has been invite people to Columbia and invite people in Columbia to stay. So that's kind of the goal of my committee.
What's interesting is that what you've taken is something and kind of creating like a crown jewel of sort for it. And luxury, Brian, is the big thing there. So this is that spot that can have 24-hour concierge services.
Oh, yes. I mentioned that to you earlier. We are the first property in South Carolina to have a full-service, 24/7 personal concierge service.
What does that mean?
You can basically pick up your cell phone. We have it in the app version as well, or a 1-800 number. If it's in the middle of the night, I forgot to cancel my doctor's appointment, call that concierge service. They will do it for you. Write down the wake-up calls, just like if you were to live in a hotel. We can do wake-up calls for you.
Hair
appointments, dry cleaning, any and everything you can think of. We also shopping. I'm glad you mentioned that. We also do. We have a partnership with over 300,000 retailers. So if you needed a discount code, hey, I want to go to Outback tonight, but I'm not sure. Maybe they have a coupon. Call our number or go on the app. You can do it within seconds, and someone will call you right back. It's 24 hours live customer service.
Okay, quickly, the website, because I got to get out.
Oh, it is liveatthelandbank.net is our website. If you are looking for a place to live atthelandbank.net. Or you can go to landbankapartments.com. That's our old website before I changed the name, because we really felt like these are too special to be called apartments. These are very unique, and they are very condominium in style.
We'll have you back. We will. We absolutely will.
Save one for you, it sounds like.
Yeah, it sounds like save one for me, right? I got to talk to Jim about that. Downtown living. That's it for this week at On Point on Watch Files. We're so glad you tuned in. Remember, when you're informed, you're empowered. Once empowered, you're on point. We'll see you next week.